Hi everyone, CAT registration is open. It was open on August 1st, 2024. So in this episode, let's see how to register for CAT 2024. So first of all, go to Google and type in CAT IIM. You can actually go and search. So if you type in Google, you will get the first link. Just click on that, open. So you are on the website of CAT. So here you have a new candidate registration. Click on that, then you'll be redirected to the registration page. And here it's loading. Now you have to use a very compatible browser, Google Chrome 882113. So in certain browsers, it may show that the data is not right now. So you can actually try to use, say, Mozilla or Microsoft Edge or a good version of updated version of Chrome. So that's about it. So let's close this, and we respect your privacy and shall only collect and use as much personal information from you as is required to administer your account. So the personal data which are required and the purpose is mentioned here. So applicant name will be used for official communication. Mobile number will also be used for official communication. So whatever details that you use are only used for official communication is what they say. So click on I agree. So first one, here is a part where you need to register. So this is where you put in your name. Make sure that you put in your exact name as in your other ID proof, because most likely the name cannot be changed after a while. And that's why it's saying candidate name should be entered exactly as it appears in 10th SSC certificate. Only alphabets are allowed, right? So let's go fill it in. So you have to fill in your details. Let me show how to fill it in, and we'll blur this part so that it doesn't matter. So let's see. So after you fill your details, click on generate OTP, and you will be told to type in a captcha. So very carefully put in the captcha, then submit. So you'll have two options: enter mobile OTP and email OTP. So enter both the OTP, then click on I agree, then type in the 7 characters. So put in the captcha, then click on confirm. So they'll show you the details. So make sure that you click on select the checkbox if the entered value is displayed correctly. So make sure that everything is correct and click and go forward and click on submit. So after clicking on the email, click on validate OTP, then go and click on these and submit. So now you're registered, you come into this page. So now you go click on this part which shows go to application. Then you have to click on, so the page is loading. So here you have to fill in your personal details. So this is very similar to how you fill in most of the forms. So make sure that you give your name in the right manner. You have to fill in other personal details. So you have to click in accordingly, give your category in the right way. So if you are a PWD, that is, if you belong to persons with disabilities, you have to click on whether you belong to that. So click on yes or no. So I'm clicking on no here as of now. So whenever you are applying to any of these, you have to make sure that you have the certificates which are needed. So at the end of this video, we'll actually show which are the necessary certificates and what you should have for each category that you put in the details. So then comes the communication address. So fill those details. So now you have to click on photos. So before uploading photos, what you need to do is check for the criteria given. So you should have a valid photo. So this is acceptable. So you have to have enough contrast in the picture. It should be a natural color. So don't have it in a yellow shade like this. So everything which is accepted is given. So have a white background, which is, so don't have a blue background. So make sure that you have a white background. Then make sure that you have proper lighting. So improper lighting will not be accepted. Then make sure that your face is not covered. So face covered will not be accepted. So for everything, the reason for rejection will be given, and make sure that you have it in a, so if your eyes are not visible, make sure that your specs does not have a reflection when you take a picture. And other reasons for rejections are given: facial area is less than 50% of total, then dark or tinted spectacles or sunglasses. So you have to face the camera, take the picture. So it's pretty simple. Have a white background, take a picture and put it in. So there is no big deal, and make sure that you are straight to the picture. So these are the details which are given. Now let's go and upload the images. So make sure that you have a JPEG file. So JPEG file should be uploaded, and don't try to upload a PNG file. So let's go and try to upload our picture here. So you have to upload your picture. It has a system where it identifies a face. So if you upload a picture without a face, it will be detected. So make sure that you upload your photo there, then close it, then click on signature and upload that file. Okay, so after uploading, and you can actually view whether the uploaded image is correct or not, then click on save and next. So the first page is done. So you have to view the photograph before uploading. So click on that, then save and next. So mandatorily view the picture. Then do you have, so this is the academics part. So it's basic, right? There are 10th, 12th and your undergrad. If you have done other things like CA, CFA or other certification courses, you also have to add that. If you have done a post graduation, also add that. So let's try to fill the details here. So fill in your board, your year of completion. So fill in the maximum marks, which is the total marks that you've received, and put in the exact percentage, and the percentage will be calculated. So here are the rules given for the percentage. So make sure that you fill in your details exactly as it is there. So for example, in 10th standard, suppose you have 5 subjects and you have total of 100 marks for each, then total maximum mark will become 500, and the total marks that you received added together. So suppose it's 450. 450 by 500 into 100 will give you 90%. So fill it in. And whenever you make a mistake when it comes to the percentage, it will automatically show you that this does not match. So that's the way. So that's how we have filled the 10th and 12th. Similarly, you have to go to your bachelor's degree. So if you are going into final year, if you are in the final year, you click on yes. If you are not in the final year, so click on no. If you are working, have you completed bachelor's degree? Click on yes. Now you have total duration of your degree. If you have done a 3-year degree, click on that. If you have done an engineering, it will be a minimum of 4. So click on that. So go to a university. So NITs, IITs, private university, state university. So click on whichever is relevant and go for that. And click on. So you have to click on your degree name and make sure that you give everything in the right manner. If you have done a BBA, make sure that you put it there. If you have done engineering, make sure that you put it there. And also you have to click on the, so if you're done, for example, BBA, click on management, business administration. If you have done, say, engineering, you have to go and give here engineering. So whatever engineering that you have done, so make sure that you go for engineering or technology. So this is how it should be done. So for now, let me just give. So if you are a non-engineering, make sure that you put in graduation stream as non-engineering. Then you have a month or year of course of commencement. When did it start? So make sure that you give that. Then give the, say, aggregate marks or promotion pass without marks. So aggregate marks, you can actually put that. So marks awarded by university or institute. So give that percentage. Do you have or are you undergoing dual or 5-year integrated course? So if you are actually doing a 5-year integrated course, you have to click on yes. If otherwise, click on no. Then if you have more than one bachelor's degree, click on that. If not, let's go forward. So there is master degree details. If you have it, click on yes and give the details. So for now, I'm just clicking on no for basic purpose. So are you a fellow of Institute of Actuaries of India? So if you are a fellow of Institute of Actuaries of India, click on yes. If otherwise, no. Do you want to enter any professional degree details? If you are a CA, CS, ICWA, like CMA, click on that. If otherwise, click on no and go forward. So let's save it like that. So you have to make sure that you add all the details which are relevant when you are registering for CAT. So let's go to work experience. So first of all, this is the work experience page. So you have to fill in all the required details and upload the scanned copies of all required documents which are mentioned here. So for now, let us read the application. So click on save and next to proceed. So this is basic thing. Work experience. Enter your work experience as on July 31, 2024. So how many months of experience will you have on that date, July 31st, 2024? That should be entered. Only full-time experience after graduation must be entered. So if you have done anything during your college time, it won't be mattering here. So don't put in that. So part-time project, internship, articleship, pre-graduation work experience should not be entered and will not be considered as work experience. So it's clearly there, and please enter the exact date you started working in an industry and the date you finally exited that particular industry. So if you have worked in any industry, go for that. So let's look at the industries. So there are different industries here: automobile, auto ancillaries, banking, financial, durables. So you will know which industry that you actually worked in. So let's go. So if there is nothing like you really want in the basic things, you can always click on others, specify the industry. So click on your industry, type it in, then click on the start date and end date. So end date will always be July 31st. So if you have a break in your work experience, you have to click on that. Otherwise, click on no. So this is how they will calculate the days automatically. So if that is there, so total work experience in days on July 31st will be here. And there is another note: who are independent professional practitioners like lawyers, doctors, and other professionals can enter their work experience details in others field, right? So they can also add their details here. So this is how it is. Let's fill it in. So total work experience in months will be reflected there, and also the days will be reflected there. You can save and next. Now comes the part where you select the programs. So one thing we would suggest everyone to do is click on most of the programs. Even if you don't want it, it is fine that you go for, say, IIM Ahmedabad PGP. This is a flagship program. IIM Ahmedabad PGP FABM, which is food and agribusiness. Even if you don't want to go in, just put it in. So IIM Ahmedabad EPGD ABA. So one thing what you can do is like much efficient without much thinking. Click on everything. Even if it's a doctoral program in management, even if you click it in, nobody will ask you why you did that, right? So you can actually click on IIM Amritsar PhD, Executive MBA, Business Analytics, and you know that you cannot go to a doctoral program or you cannot go into an executive program if you're a fresher. If you don't have a work experience of more than, say, 24 months, you cannot actually take an executive MBA. You know that, but still, you can actually apply on everything. This is a much efficient way to do it if you really want to. And they will not ask you why you did that, because only things which you are eligible for. So only the things that you're eligible for, you will actually receive a call, right? After the CAT, only the colleges and programs that you're eligible for based on the cutoff and based on the requirements, you will get it. So there won't be a question. Even if there's a question, you can actually tell them that there was a small confusion there and I just put in everything. So this is a much efficient way. Click on everything, click on 2 cities for each, And you always know that there's a CAP process. So for that, there is an online interview which was done prior to this year. So there was online CAP interview process, which is common admission process, where nearly 10 IIMs will conduct their interviews together. So there is a CAP process, one interview where you go in, get the interview done, and based on your interview score and other parameters that they set, you will get an admission call based on different criteria they set. So you only need to attempt one interview for that. So, but still, click on interview city preference, and we suggest you to put in everything, including say IIM Nagpur. Even though IIM Nagpur has been added to CAP, there are other colleges like Vizag, then IIM Raipur, MBA, PhD practice track. So I'm not individually doing it. You can actually click on everything, save and next. So please select first interview city. So whatever city that you select, please select the first interview preference. So this will be mandatory. So that's why we suggest clicking on every program. But the thing is, you have to fill every individual interview city that you need. So that's a tedious task, but you have to put in the effort because you actually need to go to some college, right? If you need to go to some college, you have to click in the interview city preference. So whenever you click something, you can actually see that there are asterisk mark coming in. So we have filled. So we have just, for the sake of simplicity, there is interview city preference 1, interview city preference 2. So I'm clicking on 2. So if you want other programs, we suggest you clicking on every program and then filling in each detail. So whenever you click on a program, you will see 2 red asterisk mark in the interview city preference. So do accordingly, fill every detail, and then go and click on save and next. So now you will have the test city. So click on your test city, whichever you prefer. So most probably when you click on something, it will show you based on alphabetic order. So click on the preferred city, go to your city, go to the state, and then click on save and next. There comes the last part, which is declaration. So you need not upload any details as of now. But if you fill something like your personal details, if you are filling particular category, you may have to see that. So let's go there. Let's go to, so let me just change this for now. So if I've changed the category to say NCOBC, certificate issue date is there, state union territory of category is there, then the serial or entry number of the caste and caste or community. If you're going for EWS, similarly, you will have other details. It's a very similar process. So for SC, ST also, you will have the similar name, the caste name, even if you go to ST, you have the tribe name, everything. So there is a list which you belong to. You can actually check that if you are any of them, and then click on exactly. So if you don't know the tribe's name exactly, for example, if you're selecting ST, go for that. If you're selecting SC also, there's a caste name. So you will open a document like this, where they have a socialjustice.gov.in. They have a file there. You can actually go there and upload. So these are the basic things. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm not going into there. I'll show you the documents and files which are required later in this part of the video. So here is the declaration. We have selected general for now. So detailed price list of PU convenience fee. So you have to pay a fee of 2,500 for registration, and then UPI QR there is nil. So go for PayU or SBI, whichever you like. Click on the, so fill in the CAPTCHA, click on this, submit. So you have to confirm your application here. Okay, so you click on OK. So after submission, you cannot edit any field. So we are clicking on OK. Then we will be redirected to the page. Click on UPI here. Click, if you want, you can actually click the UPI, or you can actually generate QR. So there will be a QR coming in, scan this, pay, and you will be done with the registration process. So this is a simple process. You can actually go through it. And if you belong to any category or you have say PWD certificates, you have to fill it in. So let's go to that part. So CAT 2024, you come there. There is a part called a certificate for formas and forms. So there is an authorization form. There is scribe affidavit. So if you need a scribe, just click on this. You will see a document, download this, fill it in, and have the necessary details. Then you can actually go. If you are in a final year, you have a final year certificate here. Click on this, fill it in. Make sure that you sign it with the authorities and go for it. So for NCOBC certificate, there is a certificate here for non-creamy other backward classes in support of his or her claim. fill this in. You have to get a signature from, say, district magistrate or deputy commissioner, etc. So he or she should be a gazetted officer. So there is a document here. Then there are other details like SC/ST certificate. So you will have a certificate. Make sure that you fill this in. You have to download this, fill and print this, fill in the details, get the signature from the officer. So the competent authorities who can give this are mentioned here: district magistrate, additional district magistrate, collector, deputy commissioner, then additional deputy commissioner. So we have a list of them. You can actually go through them and make sure that you have a valid signature from a person of authority listed here. So these are the details, these are the certificates available, and also for disability certificate, PWD forms are also there, Form 5, Form 6 and Form 7. So go through that. So this is a very simple process how to register for CAT. So do register soon. Thank you.